Oh, there it is. Okay. Hi, everybody. Miss Ladybug here. Just thought I would do an update. It's been a while. Um, it is currently, as of yesterday, I was 20 months off opiates, 15 months off benzos, 6 months with not placing a bet today, and 10 days no sugar. And life is good. It is really good. Um, a lot of my circumstances are still the same as far as I'm still homeless. I still don't have a vehicle. I'm still in the city, getting health care, which is fabulous. I am doing a 10-week course at a pain clinic, and I am learning so much. It's just really life-changing for me. Um, I um, I'm still hoping to go back home in a few months when I'm completed with my treatment. Um, Although I will continue to have therapy down there, I need to find someone to help me with my PTSD and my trauma. I have two therapists here right now. One's for my gambling disorder, and the other is through the pain clinic. Both of them are in agreement that being homeless and not having my own space is not conducive for doing trauma work. And so that will have to wait until I get disability and can get a place to live. Um, because although I am healing, I still have a long ways to go before I could even consider working enough to provide for myself and still take care of myself. So that's where I'm at, and I'm perfectly fine with that. It's all right. Um, I I did want to those of you that are. I also I forgot to say I am 100% pharmaceutical free. Yes, I almost forgot. I took my last dose of Seroquel on, I think, Saturday or Sunday last week. And I'm struggling with the sleep. Insomnia has been a problem for a couple decades, and so I know that it's not going to change overnight. But I'm using tips that I have found through the pain clinic and what I've learned in the past. I'm still using cannabis. Unfortunately, I don't have a strain that'll knock me out. I wished I did, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, so I am pharmaceutical free. It has been quite a journey. So some of the symptoms I still have at times, easily tearful, still very easily tearful of talking about anything that touches my heart, anything about um, people that either I care about or people that have hurt me. All those things cause easy tears, but I am okay with that. My therapist says there's nothing wrong with that. I probably held in a lot of tears for a lot of years, which I did. Um, I still have some depersonalization and derealization kind of dissociative states. And I was tested yesterday, and I do not have a dissociative personality disorder. Amen. I will tell you of some of the symptoms that I have experienced. That is a very terrifying experience, to feel like you're not really yourself, or you're out of yourself, or to find yourself somewhere like driving home and you don't remember driving home. It's disturbing, and I've had a few situations that were really truly terrifying. But that is improving. It's mostly only if I'm in crowds or under a lot of stress. So it's improving. Um, the psychologist I saw yesterday, she also told me that having some dissociative moments or depersonalization and derealization is very natural. People do it under great stress uh, or because of trauma. And so, with my background, it's not surprising, she said, that I do have various situations where I do experience some of that dissociative states. Um, it's kind of like, like I said, checking out, where you're just staring off into space and time has passed and you don't remember how much time has passed, or driving somewhere and you're not sure how you got there, things like that. I still have some visual disturbances. My eyesight is not as good as I would like it to be. And it's fine. I mean, I go get checked and they say it's fine, but I can't see as well as I would like to. I have floaters. Um, I get flashes of lights off there. It's like little fairy dust kind of feeling. Um, Anxiety is improving quite a bit, but I'm still very easily startled. I have a accelerated startle response. I'm still also very easily triggered. That is improving with mindfulness and the meditation I'm doing and the deep breathing I'm doing. That is really helping with the triggers of anxiety. I'm able to um, either not get as upset or to calm myself down more quickly, take some deep breaths, do some grounding. So those things are proving to be quite beneficial. Um, so, I'm doing a lot of things for my health. I have started on a health journey and created a new Facebook page for anyone wanting to join and create a journey of their own. Um, just Healthy Habits at Ladybug Lane is what it's called, and it's just about changing habits, which is how we create the life we want. It is all through what we do with our day is how we get our life, and by having good habits that promote the life that we want, that's how we get it. So it starts with doing just one thing, like the first thing that I've started doing was, and I started this quite some time ago, of drinking a full glass of water before I even get out of bed. That starts my water uh, intake for the day, so that it's just kind of my reminder of my water's there. I drink it when I get up, and that's my reminder. Okay, you keep going all day long. You keep drinking your water because it's really good for you. Um, Other habits have been adding meditation twice a day, um, being mindful of being having gratitude. So I try to either write or connect with another person and share 3 gratitudes a day. It just kind of helps put your head in the right place, because there's always something to be grateful for. And sometimes we forget that. And I know I have. So I'm making that a practice so that when it is hard, I don't forget, because it's part of my day. It is part of my habits that I am grateful, and I'm getting that embedded into my brain. Um, uh, I'm also back to my clean eating with no sugar, none of my allergens, no processed foods. Everything is from scratch, and it's making me feel great. I've started a habit of exercise and walking, which I am not perfect at it, but I have been doing it about an average of 4 out of 5 days the last 2 weeks. I've missed 1 or 2 more days of walking, but I had a major accomplishment yesterday. I jogged, and I did it again today. 0.10 miles is what I got today. I think I had about 100 steps yesterday. And I was only motivated yesterday because I had to go to the restroom and I was on a walk. And it felt so awesome. It felt so great. I have always hated jogging, but just the knowledge hitting my brain that I could do it, even in spite of pain, I could do it. It was just really exciting. So I'm really grateful for that. I am participating in a variety of um, self-help groups besides my primary one, which is for gambling, but I'm also doing refuge recovery, which I am really enjoying. It's a Buddhist-inspired recovery program for anyone with any addiction and anyone who suffers. Well, I qualify. And it's a mindfulness practice, it's community support, and it's meditation. And I am finding those so helpful with my anxiety, with staying focused, with being in the moment. And I'm grateful for that. I've also just recently checked out Recovery 2.0, which is right in alignment with everything I'm doing. They have some great tools. I will be adding links at the bottom of this video so that you can connect with them. And then there is an online program called In the Rooms, which allows you to access a variety of meeting types: AA, NA, Refuge Recovery, Smart Recovery, which is another link I will put that I just went to my first online meeting yesterday, and I like that. It also is in alignment with the path that I am choosing of mindfulness and a more holistic approach that is not shame-based and is trauma-informed. It is really opening my eyes to things that have been missing in my own recovery program over the years, and is showing me where I needed a little more help. And so these are great resources that I'd like to share with you. One last thing before I leave, a little bit of a trigger possibly for some people, but I wanted to talk about suicidality. As you know, I've shared before that that is one of the conditions that, or symptoms, however you want to look at it, that I have struggled with through my journey, and it's related to my PTSD primarily, also to my anxiety and depressive disorders that I have struggled with that are being lifted. Amen. I'm so grateful. And I haven't had a moment of those thoughts for a couple weeks at least, maybe a couple months now, maybe a couple 2 months, which is really, really nice. I do have periods of time in my life that I've gone long periods of time not having those thoughts, but under great stress, new trauma, it brought that up. And I just learned today about an acquaintance that I had met that unfortunately took his life in September. It was a friend's significant other and a very prominent person in the community that I live in. And it's just, all she could say was, "I'm glad he's not suffering anymore." And that was very graceful of her to have that thought. Suicide is so difficult, is so painful, and yes, the person's suffering is not suffering anymore, but it leaves a lot of suffering in its wake. I want to tell people that it is real, and people are not being selfish when they do that. They're just hurting so badly. When I've been in those places, in those moments, the pain, the anguish, the inability to see past the moment, to have hope, is so overwhelming. And I'm so grateful that I never have actually followed through. I'm so grateful to be alive. I just want to inform people that people who struggle with that, they are just doing their best to survive. And if you know someone who struggles with severe depression, or who has ever indicated that, gosh, they wish their life was over, be there for them, help them see past the moment, Remind them how important they are to you in spite of their challenges, whether they be drugs or alcohol or mental health, which are all conjoined. um, just be there for them. I will also put some um, uh, links to places that people can go for help, whether it be a phone call just to get support, and or to learn more about people who struggle with that as a symptom of their disease or their health. Um, it needs to be talked about, people. It's real, and you can save a life if you talk about it. If you don't talk about it, you might lose someone. So, anyway, on a good note, I am so grateful truly to be alive. I'm so grateful that I didn't end my life. I'm so grateful for another opportunity at health and wellness and well-being. And I'm feeling hope and a purpose and an ability to be of service to others. And it's all just really, really great. So that's my update. I hope all is well in your world. And if it isn't, it's just a moment. You get another moment soon. All right, everybody? Peace.